Do you learn Chinese by teaching yourself? Are you a beginner? If you learn Chinese, I watch online videos or apps. You are trying hard and doing a good job at reading Chinese. But once it comes to the tones, you know what? I'm going to quit this part. Or have you already been learning Chinese for a long time? You can speak Chinese, but you are still not sure about your tones when you talk to Chinese people. Maybe you already have a Chinese teacher, but you think you are not satisfied by their teaching of pronunciation, especially the tones. Today's video is for you. I'll tell you exactly how your vocal organ works when you pronounce each tone. And after this, when you speak a Chinese sentence, you can tell your tones are correct or not and get feedback by yourself. What you can gain is confidence when you speak Chinese. It only takes 1 second to check it out. Do you remember the first time you heard Chinese spoken? How did you feel? Were they singing or arguing? Sometimes the sound is high, sometimes the sound is low. So where does this high and low sounds, which are tones, come from? Your vocal cords. Let's find it together. Use your fingers to touch your throat. Oh, here is your throat. Here is the track your throat will go up and go down. And the vocal cords are behind it. When your vocal cords are strained, your throat will go up and you can make a high sound tone. When your vocal cords are relaxed, your throat will not go up. It will just stay at the original place and you can make a low sound tone. Let's say it's here. Here's the original place. If you are not making any sound, your throat will be here. And after you finishing pronouncing any tones or sound, your throat will also go back here. Let's talk about the first tone and third tone.
The first tone.
First tone is a high sound tone. When you pronounce the first tone, your vocal cords are strained and your throat will go up. You probably will ask,
How high my throat should be?
there is no standard. For the first tone practice, the higher the better. Let's say it's here. If you cannot make this high, doesn't matter. Everyone has their own range of tone. Women's tone are always higher than men's tone. So make sure your throat has least left the original place and your fingers can physically feel it. Ma, ma, qi, qi, he, he. Another point is when your throat is up and it should stick to this level. If your throat doesn't maintain this, it goes down or goes up. You're pronouncing the first tone wrong. Ma, ma, qi, qi.
The third tone.
Many students find it hard to pronounce the third tone, especially for the English and the Korean speakers. In the traditional way of Chinese language teaching, we focus on pronounce the full third tone. The tone mark is going down and going up. And the student try to pronounce the full third tone also. But they unconsciously put their attention on the going up portion. So the third tone sounds like the second tone for us. But the reality is that in daily talks, we don't pronounce full third tone in a sentence. So if your goal is just speak Chinese like a normal Chinese person, not a newscaster, there is no need for you to pronounce the full third tone. And the third tone will be the easiest tone for you because it's just a low sound tone. When you pronounce it, your vocal cords are very relaxed. So your throat will just be at the original place. It will not go up, just here. If not, you're pronouncing the third tone wrong. Ma, ma. Ha, ha. Your throat is just vibrating, it's not going up. Zhi, zhi. If your vocal cords are strained and your throat goes up, you're pronouncing the third tone wrong. 喜欢喜欢 Now let's talk about the second tone and the fourth tone, and soon you'll realize that Chinese tones make so much sense. As we just talked about, when we pronounce the first tone, our vocal cords are strained, yes. And when we pronounce the third tone, our vocal cords are relaxed, right? And the second tone is from being relaxed to being strained. The fourth tone is from being strained to being relaxed.
The second tone.
We pronounce the second tone as your vocal cords are getting more and more strained, and your throat will leave the original place and go up, because your vocal cords are so tight. So you feel like your throat has even crossed this level. If not, you're pronouncing the second tone wrong. 马果糖 If your vocal cords are too tight before pronouncing the second tone, so your throat will go up from a high level instead of go up from the original place, and then go up, you're pronouncing the second tone wrong. Or your throat reaches a high level and stick to here, not trying to go up, you're also pronouncing the second tone wrong. 年
The fourth tone.
When you pronounce the fourth tone, your vocal cords is from being strained to being relaxed. Because it starts from being very strained, so your throat will go up very fast first and then go down. If not, you're pronouncing the fourth tone wrong. 是 去 If your throat goes up and doesn't go down, or it doesn't go up at all, you're pronouncing fourth tone wrong. 马 Your throat. I'm pronouncing correct. Your throat and the vocal cords must be tired now, which means you are training then. It's like when you exercise, you try to build a particular muscle and it becomes sore after training. But once you persist, you will find that the training becomes easier and you can use your muscles more free. Tone training is the same. The more exercise you get, the more your vocal cords get used to it, and the less effort you need to put when you pronounce tones. And you will be more comfortable, confident, and be more willing to speak Chinese. Okay, that's all for today. And don't forget to subscribe and like my videos, and you'll never miss my pronunciation videos.